All right, everybody. Welcome back. Should be live now. Welcome back, everyone, to this SWAYCAST. I told you I'm going to start late, but with no music. So now we started late with no music. Hello, hello. How have you been doing? So today we're going to watch as much as possible, I guess, as much as I care for. Dark Souls 2. The Dark Souls 2 return to whatever the fuck we're going to do. A couple of words about that. Now, the last couple events like this have been fucking gold, and they've been incredible, and they've been super funny, entertaining. However, he is no longer going to play online, and that changes everything because the online was where the fun was at, because he would constantly get invaded. He would try and banish those people or eventually just fail and just start like Alt F4 to desktop. That was hilarious. That happened last stream. Then, though, one guy cheated, which is the worst thing that could have ever happened. One guy cheated, which means that everybody is going to cheat. Therefore, he's not going to play online. Is that going to last? I guess wait and see. About the pre-stream, we shall be watching it. Yesterday was lame, and it was a complete waste of time, but it was kind of short, so I enjoyed that at least. What else? He missed 2 goals yesterday. And he didn't miss them by a lot, but he was not complaining on the daily wrap. He was not complaining at all. So first one was 103, second one was 106. And that's all you got. Let's watch some of the pre-stream, and he's going to show up eventually and exist.
Good evening, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 27th of July, 2026. It was
hold on. This is not live on Twitch and Kick?
It was a day of fun. It was a day of chill vibes. It was a day of way less support. But considering how awesome yesterday went, particularly last night's Final Fantasy VI stream, number one, it was kind of expected, and number two, wasn't really a big deal. But we have a lot to talk about because if you didn't see the morning show, a lot has changed. Allow me to explain. Let's go. We started off today with the DSP Morning Show.
And no, we're not going to listen to any of that.
Amazing night. We had a final.
We're not going to listen to any of that.
Episode of DSP Tries It where Jollibee didn't turn out so well. Check it out, okay? Now, support on this first stream. I'll be honest with you. Here we go. It wasn't great. I think we made $80, okay? Which obviously, yeah, you want to do better than that. We didn't even qualify to open another pack of cards after the ones that we had already opened that I owed from the night before. But the thing is, the night before had done so well, and quite frankly, I think some of the people who had been there the night before weren't going to contribute again the next day when they, supported so much for Final Fantasy VI. So again, I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't upset. I was like, I get it. It's fine. It's a daytime stream where we weren't going to get a lot. It's okay. Hopefully we bounce back next time we play Assassin's Creed. Okay? Tonight's late stream was something completely different. Tonight, I wanted to check out the 4 original Xbox games, which were just shadow dropped onto the Xbox for PC app. These games now are available for Xbox Game Pass subscribers or for a small fee. For example, I think the most expensive one is $8, but one of them is like $2 or $3. So it's 4 original Xbox games. It's Blinks, The Time Sweeper, Fusion Frenzy, Crimson Skies, Conquer, Live, and Reloaded. Very different kinds of game. Blink is a classic platformer. Blinks. Fusion Frenzy is a party-style game. Crimson Skies is a game where you fly a biplane around and shoot things in a futuristic
this shit, by the way, I tried to farm this for clips. It was the most boring shit of all time. Like, it was the dumbest shit ever. So, yeah. And it sucked. I mean, he's going to tell you as much.
And Conker's Bad Fur Day is essentially a parody of 90s collectathon platformers.
It's just very like member-berry games.
Humor and stuff, okay?
Hey, big ups Nate for the 20, dude.
We've tried all 4 of these games.
Big ups everyone. Thank you for the restream. You're welcome.
Games on the stream. For the record, I did not record, but I'm leaving the stream archive live, so you can just check the stream archive at your own leisure. It's already live on the channel. Give it a look. See if you're interested in these games. So, general feedback. Graphics, quite good. Seeing these games in 4K, notably, I would argue, Conquer looks like a modern game in a lot of ways. I was blown away at how these games look upscaled to 4K. They don't really have many other improvements. All they have is like 4K resolution, anti-aliasing, VSync enabled, and maybe one other thing. Everything else is basically the same as the original games, and one Disappointment, no online connectivity. Conquer.
All right, I'm here. Everything is set up.
Doesn't anymore. That's disappointment. Okay.
Should have started even later.
These games for just a few bucks or free if you have Game Pass, and to see that little blast from the past, that walk down memory lane, people were like vibing. They were like, "Oh man, Fusion Frenzy! I used to play this all the time on Xbox with my friends. They were liking that." For me, I never played the first. Well, I had played Blinks.
He is heading to a territory where he's gonna have the weirdest target demographic of all time. Like, he wants to have the little babies that enjoy the carrot dangling and the key jingling and all that. And he wants to have the geezers that are like 75 years old that remember back in the day when everything was black and white.
In 2021, they made Blinks backwards.
And it's like, bruh,
Xbox Series X.
When the fuck did Blinks come out? I've never even like heard of that thing.
And I had played it for like a half an hour. We did the same exact thing tonight, and I was like, wait, I think I remember this game. And everyone's like, oh yeah, you did play this on the Xbox Series X a few years ago. So it was basically just doing the same thing now with better graphics. I had never played Fusion Frenzy or Crimson Skies before. Those were my first time experiences. I think Fusion Frenzy is a fine party game. Crimson Skies legit seems like a good game. Like, you're flying a biplane around, you're doing different kinds of missions. Like, sometimes you're shooting down targets. Sometimes you're fighting other fighters. Sometimes you're doing a challenge run, speed run, right? Like a race. Pretty neat. And the controls worked well. I was like, oh, it's not bad at all.
Big ups Dominic for the 5. 4K, 4K, 4K. This sounds like a Microsoft press conference. This like when fucking one of my favorite gaming memes of all time is 16 times the graphics, 16 times the draw distances. And this is basically what it's all about with him. It's just the fucking visuals.
Pretty played. It's basically
even though, I mean, if you're playing something on an OLED like what, 32-inch, 4K, 8K, 16K, you're probably caring about the graphics. You know, you're not gonna want to count the pixels.
For a day, but this is the version that I guess they remixed it a bit and did some tweaks and made it a little better. So that's the one I actually played many years ago, but that was before I was even doing direct capture. So now, obviously, direct capture, everything's very different. Some people were like, oh, would you play the whole game? And I'm like, well, here's the thing. Here's how the stream did. A lot of people showed up at the beginning.
And this, like, he's talking about it like it's a part of the content. Like, how much, well, it is. It's a core part of the content, how much money DSP gets, and you should be happy for him when he gets a lot of money, and you should be sad with him when you don't give him a lot of money. But, like, here is just outright, he's trying to make this a segment. It's like, how much money did I get? And let me react to that. And this is, like, get a load of this, you guys. How do you think the stream went? What do you think this face is trying to tell you?
And I'm like, well, here's the thing. Here's how the stream did. A lot of people showed up at the beginning, started watching me play Blinks and Fusion Frenzy. I started playing Crimson Skies. I noticed people started to get bored. There was a drop-off. People started leaving. Notably, the first hour, I made $100. I was like, wow, I'm shocked. I didn't even think I would make $100.
We even got his reaction to it
tonight on the Xbox stream. Then guess how many contributions I got after the first hour?
I don't know. Is there going to be a comedic pause for me to guess and say none, and then for you to say sure or something? He's gonna say 0.
Exactly.
Oh, well, he didn't say it, but we were all thinking about it.
And that might be the problem with these older games is initially there's a little bit of curiosity. Everyone wants to see what they are. But as soon as you see what they are, oh, okay, I remember that game. That's it. So would I ever go back and do a full playthrough of any of these games? Likely not. But it was nice for a one-off stream. I'm grateful that I made $100 in 2 hours. And I explained to everyone, we'll carry over, because whenever I make $100, that's a pack of cards that I open, right? But I'm never going to do an episode of DSP pack rips for just one pack. Never. That'd be way too short and boring.
Never.
So I said to everyone, let's save it for tomorrow.
You would never, ever do a fucking episode
overall
with just one pack. It's going to make him look broke. By the way, Kino Casino are back from break and did a segment on him, but I haven't watched any of it, so I don't know if it's good. I don't know if they talked about how hard he was seething that they were on vacation right after talking about how he can't go on vacation.
One negative, they run at 30 frames per second. None of them run above a higher frame rate. I wish they would. But outside of that, they look great. They play great. Great games. Enjoy the archive stream. Like I said, I'll leave it as an archive on the channel, not separate uploads. Enjoy, okay? One quick thing, and then tomorrow. One weird thing happened today, and I'm just curious if any of you out there can help explain or figure out.
Oh, this is going to be dumb as hell. Just watch this be dumb as hell.
Today, I went to upload all my videos after the first stream. I was uploading everything normally. Everything's fine. I go to upload the DSP pack rips video from the first stream. I drag it into the upload browser that YouTube has to upload. My PC turned off.
What? YouTube made his PC crash?
Okay.
Not even like a green screen? Not a green screen. It was a blue screen. Not even a blue screen?
I manually went over there and turned it back on. Booted everything up again.
What?
Got everything set up again. Started uploading again.
And it happened again.
Working. One video, still uploading properly. I go to upload that exact same video again. My PC turned off again.
Oh my God, no way. It's going to break your PC. There's a virus on YouTube.
Try it again. Something.
Oh, and now I'm like interested. What the hell happened? I want to see his Windows event viewer and check some event logs. That usually tells you what happens.
Going on. Now, I looked online for like a reason why. There could be tons of reasons why. Could be a corrupted file. Could be something to do with power. But the problem is it's only that video, and that video plays in my video.
You tried a different browser?
And was able to be put into my video editor and edited fine. So how could it be a corrupted video? You might say, well, maybe it's a power issue. Why would there be a power issue?
Oh, subtle flex? Was that an actual flex? Yeah, he looked at himself in OBS and was like, am I beautiful? Am I beautiful? I might be.
A corrupted video. You might say, well, maybe it's a power issue. Why?
Yeah, subtle flex right here. Very nice, Phil. Very nice. That was a flex. That's how Bulgarian dudes take Instagram photos. Exactly in this position. And here his mouth kind of looks, suspicious style. You can Photoshop something.
Why would there be a power issue?
Hey, big up Cerulean for the 2. Have you seen the title of this and the description? Oh, yeah, this is something that Shroom Dukin pointed out earlier. So this is not even called like the Daily Wrap. This is called the Level 1 Podcast, episode 795. But the description goes, this is my playthrough of the 7th guest remake for PC with live commentary. Like, everything is wrong here. Everything is wrong. Thank you, Cerulean, for reminding me of that.
It affects my power supply when I'm only uploading one specific video to YouTube and nothing else. I am completely confused. I don't know. I couldn't find any real explanation online. I asked the late stream. No one really knew then. I'm confused. If anyone has any ideas of what it could be, I just hope it's not a sign that maybe my power supply is dying. Because
I think that's the sign. Once YouTube starts crashing your PC, it's time.
And the video through a video editor to encode it at a different file type, right? Then I went to upload it, worked perfectly fine. And for the record, every other video that I uploaded earlier today, uploaded perfectly fine. Just this one video. So
I don't know. That actually is interesting. And I know the first thing they're going to tell him if he opens a ticket is like, have you tried it from a different browser? Have you tried it with by not trying it? Have you tried doing something else?
Power supply issue. Last thing I want is to have to buy a new power supply and figure out how to not only install it, but manually hook up everything in that PC to it because I know...
Okay, I mean, it's not the power supply. Come on.
Oh, I hope not.
It's obviously the video is cursed.
I hope that the power
and it has like a demon in it.
Anyway, if you have ideas, let me know. Leave a comment or talk to me tomorrow on stream because I'm all ears. I don't know what happened there. Okay, here's the deal. Tomorrow, DSP Morning Show and
Based,
2 continues.
Epic.
We're going to continue on with the Doors of Pharaoh's optional direction.
Amazing.
But also, we got to now go to the King's area. Remember, we beat all 4 of the big bosses, so now the door opens.
Okay, that's going to be trash.
And
well, he's still not here. I want to give you a piece of advice, by the way. If you're trying to farm some clips, this is how you can do it. So you go on streams, right? Maybe you do. And you pick one of them, right? And then you go to the, where was it? This is the worst tutorial already. I knew this was going to happen. No, this is wrong. You go to chart, maybe, and you pick a time. And then you turn all this off, and the only thing you turn on is chat rate. And then you get to see when the chat popped. And you know when the chat pops, something happened. So here, this on the late stream in the beginning, he was begging for money here. Here, I think he was begging for money as well. And you can see how it works. Also, by the way, very obvious botting going on. It's not like, I mean, we don't know, but now we get to look at the graph. And things are very interesting here. So you got 2,500 viewers at the peak yesterday, and then it completely crashes down to 1,300. Then a couple of minutes later, completely crashes down to 411, and that's how the stream ended. So that's about his organic levels. You can't see this. I know you can't see this. This is how it is. And then the late stream started and no botting. Or, yeah, it looks like no botting. About 400 in total in both places. So, yeah. There's that. What else? Let's do something else if there is left. I don't think there's anything, like, worth mentioning from yesterday, honestly. I don't really remember any of that shit being worth anything. So let's check out the Kino Casino segment. They're back. Phil's day off. We're going to continue this at the break, so maybe we're even going to get through the whole thing.
Wearing a diaper right now.
Hey, big ups Dominic for the 5. It's really amazing how helpless he truly is without the Dragon Boy. But that is like a very interesting crash that happened. And I don't know if it's like actually his fault or it is, I don't know, the power supply. It's very strange how a single video can just hard crash your computer. But it is Dark Side Phil, so it probably happened. Probably happened exactly the same way he is telling it is.
Do some Phil?
Yeah, let's have a quick look. So right after we left, Phil had this mega crash out about us and his day off, and I wanted to have a quick look at that. So let's go in here to...
Right, sorry, let me just zoom it in a little bit. Kind of small. But my glasses. Sorry, guys.
No problem. We're going to get through it once. So it's 1.3 right below Joe.
Small. On 0?
He hasn't said anything in the chat yet.
There.
So, yesterday was my day off.
I'm
telling you guys, I need to get back on track.
Off are so miserable, bro. It's my day off. This hangs his head, shakes his fucking head, like stuff, Phil, huh? Oh, buddy, it's hard, eh? You do 9 straight days, 1 day off, eh? Ooh, no vacation for Philip ever, because he's fucking poor. He's broke.
Oh, did Triple P say he texted DSP while on vacation? That would be funny if it happened, but I'm taking it with a grain of salt.
Schedule.
They might just be trying to get some hype, some return hype back.
Okay,
Have
so
they been, Phil? Every week for him is rough.
The hard work of playing video games.
last week my day off sucked ass. I had to get up ultra early for an appointment, and the rest of the day I was just stressed out and tired. This week, once again, had tons of appointments and things.
People have to go to appointments. Like, it's really not the end of the world to go to a fucking doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment or whatever the fuck. Like, this is just like normal adult functioning. And most people don't like bitch to anybody about it. Certainly not to strangers on the internet to try and guilt trip them into giving them money. Like, can you imagine going up to some random strangers on the street and trying to tell them about how hard your day was? Because
I would love for this to happen.
And then you
I've imagined this happening since like 2022 at least, where he at one point he proclaimed himself like the blue collar streamer, and he said, I'm just like you guys, which is insane for him to compare himself. For anybody who has to leave the house to go to work, it's actually fucking crazy. But I love, because he built his YouTube channel on the idea that he's just like your regular average gamer, you know, average Phil. But eventually he became like a superstar, so you can't be both. You can be down to earth and also a god.
Give you $5 or a juicy tip.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he's doing. Like, in all seriousness, that's what he's doing.
That I had to do during the day. I was driving all over the place for half the day. It was hot as hell. It was 90 degrees outside yesterday. So I'm driving around with my wife, and we are sweating, and we're like, this sucks. Why is it so goddamn hot? Like, oh, yeah, it's summer. Shit. You know, what can you do? In summer, it's going to be hot.
What a complaining
it's hot, but it's too cold in the winter. It's too
raining.
It's too hot.
My God.
it's always this like Goldilocks bullshit, Princess and the Pea bullshit. Like these aren't real.
Hey, he's back and he looks interesting. Wow, what is this shirt? Oh, I've seen this shirt before. It's just like every time it's like the first time with this guy.
Chill with all of you and have great summertime fun today. Don't worry, everything's fine. I haven't been crying. It's that.
Why do you look like you've been crying?
Lasting for several days. My eyes were burning bad this morning. They were very dry. So I just put in eye drops right before the show. And of course, it makes
you've been crying.
All, water up and look like they've been either irritated or I've been bawling my eyes out. No
nice glimpse of chest hair going on here.
My eyes to be hydrated, so hopefully they'll feel pretty
hydrated
good.
eyes.
And for the record, it's okay to cry. Even if you're a grown man, it's totally fine. It all depends on what's going on, to be emotional. It's good to show your feelings, right? It's good to not hold it all in and act like you're some kind of a stoic,
What do you mean, like a sissy? I thought you're not a sissy.
Right?
No, only sissy boys cry. In Twinks.
Show, everybody.
That's why they're so popular.
Today will be a fun and eventful day on both of my streams here on DSP Gaming on YouTube and on DSP Gaming Reel on Kick. That's right. Those are the two official places where you can watch my content. If you are watching this stream anywhere else,
and the
whether it's another
copyright
channel,
disclaimer.
another Kick channel, or you're watching on another service like Twitch
no,
or Rumble,
don't listen to him. If you're watching this, you're cool, and if you're watching this on his channel, you're gay and you're trash.
Legal restreams. They are completely illegal. The person broadcasting is breaking the law.
Wrong.
You're breaking
Your
the
Honor.
law. Everyone's breaking the law. And just because it's on the internet, you think you get away with it. Well, one day, it's going to come down on you.
No, it won't.
Just like that.
No,
Anyway,
it won't.
Yes, please watch
Come
on
on.
the official channel. I prefer to actually get credit for my work and receive some compensation so I can continue to do what I love and make the content that you like to watch. Even if you're stealing it, you have to understand, if you don't support it, it won't exist. So, how
So
are you all
what?
doing?
That was also like
Go ahead. Let's see what we got
nice.
this morning.
That was a call to action that also extends to the criminals that are stealing.
Okay?
There you
We've got
go. That's very
Amoose,
nice.
We Snob, Matrimony, Mercury Plays.
It's actually the dumbest fucking way to do it.
The 220 Enjoyer.
Big ups Dominic for the 5. Literally the weirdest way to start a stream I've ever seen. Yeah, this like the fucking like a movie. Like this like a Netflix movie starting is like, oh, illegal distribution of this is not allowed and we're going to call the FBI, and they have like a logo of the FBI there. It's like, ooh. Okay. I'm going to pirate less now. I will steal more discreetly.
Overstuffed Wednesday plush.
Stole that
Wings of
shit.
Redemption. I'm pretty sure that's not the real wings, just saying. And many more. How's everyone doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. Today should be a good day. We got a good variety of gaming that I'll be streaming. We've got the arrival of a brand new kind of TCG cards, the likes of which you guys have been asking me for over a month. And in regards to, things being so well, getting so much support recently, I said, I'll keep doing what people want. First, you guys want Final Fantasy? I'll get you Final Fantasy. And we did it. Within a week, we finished the box.
But people
right?
have wanting him to go outside for so long, and he still hasn't done it. So obviously, he doesn't care that much.
Now, people are saying, we want to see what One Piece cards are like. We're curious. Are they any good? Are they more similar to Magic, or are they more similar to Pokemon? How's the art? Are there good hits? What's the set like? Good questions. I don't know the answers because I've never done anything with One Piece cards before. So, in regards to you guys, being interested in that, I went ahead and I said, all right, I'll get it. And I bought the latest box of One Piece cards. One Piece, they do it nice and easy. You want to know how they do it? I'm not kidding. They just number them. Wow, imagine
What was that subtle snort?
Imagine
Well,
they
yeah, he
number
said
them
he's
in a
like,
sequence so you
his
can easily figure
allergies
out
are
what
triggered.
order they came out.
so expect
and
a lot of
probably what
snorting
the
and
value-
sniffing.
That's genius, don't you think? Pokemon doesn't do that. Neither does Magic. So, with One Piece, yes, each set actually has a title to it. But most people reference them by the number. So, the latest One Piece set of cards is called OP-16. It's the 16th series that they've ever released. I don't even know what it's called. All I know is that the box is black. That's all I know. But I don't even know.
It's a mystery box.
What the name of it? I think it's called like something of the battle of, or final battle or something. I don't even know. All right, I really don't. But they, you know, from what I saw, they look pretty good. And yes, One Piece cards do have good value. Looking at the set, I believe there's a.
Hey, happy birthday, Pro Farah. Big ups, dude. And also, Agent Proper has a birthday today, so shout out to him.
These cards are not cheap, but they're also not ultra expensive. They land somewhere in the middle. And I believe that the box has 24 packs as opposed to the 30 packs of Magic or 36 of Pokemon. And each pack has 12 cards, but I'm not aware if there's going to be like token cards or energy cards. I don't know how the set works. I don't know how the game is played.
Yeah, we know that. You don't know any game, dude.
Once they arrive, you might say, oh, well, that's cool. When are they arriving? You know, later in the week? No.
They're here. They're here.
They're arriving today.
Oh, my God.
Arriving
In real
this
time.
afternoon.
So they
Okay,
can get delayed and he can complain.
So, yeah, during this live stream of Dark Souls 2, my first ever box of One Piece cards will arrive. And when they do, I'll show them to you. So guess what? Today, for the support that you give me on this very stream, we'll be working towards opening our first ever packs of One Piece cards. Now,
Oh, they're definitely hitting that one. Okay. He got a mystery box and a FOMO attack.
But as you know, I don't do
it's super
a
effective.
show of DSP pack rips unless we have 2 or more packs. So we carry it over. All right? We carry it over for today. All right?
And carry over support. This trickle down dentnomics.
Hopefully, today we'll get a good support on this stream. Remember how it works? For a $50 contribution, that's a pack of cards open guaranteed. If we hit $100 cumulative contributions on this stream, that's a pack of cards. At $150,
One more.
that's a pack. $200,
Yes.
that's a pack. $250,
3.
etc. Every $50. Okay? So, also, if someone does a big contribution of $100, or if we hit $250 cumulative on the stream, then we're going to open special high-value packs of Pokemon Prismatic Evolutions, where there's a chance to get a God pack featuring all...
No, there's no... Stop advertising the God pack. You're not getting a God pack. Chill out.
Let's go.
Not getting any
excited
God packs, dude. Come on.
To see how these One Piece cards look and how they are.
Like yesterday, he got himself excited that he got a God pack, that he was going to get one very soon, and he didn't get one, and he was cranky.
I liked the Magic cards, but I'll be honest, the Magic cards were very draining because 15 cards a pack. What ended up happening was the first half of the Magic card box is great. The second half is boring because you get almost all duplicates, right? So let's hope these cards look good. Let's hope they're fun to open. I'm excited to try it out for the first time. It's a good test because you never know the first time you're doing something new. Remember when we opened the Magic a couple weeks ago for the first time and we were, experimenting with the Marvel cards. So I'm excited for this afternoon. I hope you are too. Hopefully you guys will support the stream.
What is he raising a toast? Is this water? A toast water?
Marvel
Okay.
cards. So
I don't know,
excited for
man.
this
You're the
afternoon. I
boss.
hope you are too.
You're the
Hopefully
boss.
You guys will support the stream.
Cheers. I raise a toast for the future contributions that may or may not exist, but they will
So
because he's going to be
please do.
really annoying. Yeah.
Let's get some support for the morning show today. Give you a shout out if you do support. And thank you in advance to anyone who does, whether it's a super chat or super sticker or a membership or gifted memberships on YouTube, whether it's a sub or some kicks or a combination of those two over on Kick, or no matter how you're watching me, you can tip me via PayPal at any time. The link is in the description of the streamer video. Thanks in advance. So, what are we doing today? Let's talk briefly, and then we'll do some Q&A.
Haven't we already talked about what we're doing today? Oh, he means schedule. Yeah, that's schedule.
It's the continuation of my Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin path tracing lighting run. Last stream was a very eventful stream, if you remember. First of all,
Oh my God, this is so annoying. Path tracing lighting run. Because you might think, what is it a lightning run? He's doing like elements, something? No. He put in a mod that makes everything dark.
Invasions for no good reason. The people were absolutely brain dead stupid. I had to disconnect from the internet to stop it. I mean, they're just so dumb. There's a difference between, okay, we want to invade Phil to challenge him with a duel, or, okay, we want to invade Phil because we want
yes.
to actually ruin the stream.
No.
Because these people,
Why would your online trolls ever do this? They've been known for being really nice and giving you constructive criticism.
are not legit invaders. They're cheaters. They're coming in.
What? How could they do
So
that?
they have
It's always the ones you least expect.
magic that doesn't exist in the game. They've hacked to have
Yes, it does.
ridiculous magic. They're literally not casting spells, yet the spells are hitting me. Okay? They are invincible. If you hit them, they don't lose any health whatsoever.
Yes, they
And
did.
also hack the game so they can literally like finger poke you, boink, and all of your equipment just breaks instantly.
That was
You
the
have to go
best
to a
part.
blacksmith and waste 10,000 souls to fix all your equipment, or else you have nothing working for the playthrough. So it's 100% a waste of everyone's time. All it does is make me have to waste time on the stream, which is very frustrating because I want to play the game and I want to advance and have fun. The challenge of Dark Souls is supposed to be the game is hard, not people are fucking cheating.
But it looked pretty hard.
Dicks. All right, because that's the truth. They just don't have any penises.
What? They're just straight up dickless. They don't even have small penises. They just have none. They're born
These
penisless.
are completely memberless losers.
Memberless losers.
That's why they do it, because they can't get any other pleasure in life.
But how are we supposed to circle jerk if we all have no dicks? Like, make sense of that.
So they think, let's ruin someone else's good time.
We're like a Ken doll.
Right?
Pull the pants down, there's nothing.
So, I had to go offline last time, which sucked because I like playing with the invasions and I like playing with the messages on the floor, right? So what ended up happening was, because of the constant invasions, we had to absolutely rush through. Okay, rush through the game. We missed multiple bonfires. All right? And that sucks.
No, you just couldn't find it.
What I think
You didn't have to rush through anything. You were wandering around in the dark and couldn't find it. We rushed through.
Today, perhaps, is backtrack a bit because I now have the key that you get after you kill the Duke's Deer Frasier, and you can use that key to open up a save room, I believe, right next to the Crow NPC. That allows you to not only fast travel to that Crow to do boss weapons later, but I believe there is a Estus Shard or Sublime Bone Dust. There's something in that area that's really important. Like I remember distinctly from playing this game before, there's something there that's worth going back for, even if you're not going to use the Crow to make boss weapons. So I think we should go back and check that out and see how it goes. Because we skipped a lot. Like last time, we already skipped a ton because we were rushing through.
What are you looking at? He's looking at his phone now, pretending to be having a podcast, which is very funny.
We have to finish up
What do you have in your right hand, Phil?
Doors of Pharaohs. We beat the optional boss at Doors of Pharaohs, but we haven't gone past it yet to the next area, which I think there is hidden items and good stuff there too. So we have to go check that out. All right. Then after all of that, okay, then we also have to go to the next part of the game, which is you go to that gate that was locked that now opens for you because you have all the boss souls or whatever.
Snort.
And then
That
you go
was
to,
muted, though.
the
Very
king's area.
professional.
Remember, there's a dungeon there. You have to go fight the king, who's a giant. Remember him? He's at the end, a giant boss and stuff. And I think once you get through there in that area,
Yeah, fix the hair.
then that
Maybe
unlocks
quick
the
flex.
next area of the game, which is nearing the end of the game. if I
Hair
remember
is
correctly.
impeccable today, by
Now,
the
keep
way.
in mind,
Very
We
good.
also have DLCs. So as long
Very
as
dapper
people
gentleman.
actually stick around and engage and support the Dark Souls streams, I'm willing to continue to play it throughout the summer and play all of the DLCs. The DLCs are meaty, they're lengthy, they're fun, they're challenging, and they're all unique. Okay? But I need people to actually stick around and engage and support the Dark Souls streams. And to be honest with you, they've been back and forth, hit or miss. We've had some Dark Souls streams that have done really, really well, and we've had some that were really slow. Okay? I would like today to be a good one. Why? Well, yesterday was a slow day because we had such outstanding support for Final Fantasy
All
VI
right,
on
here we
Sunday night
go.
that it dramatically slowed down yesterday. Okay? So today, please, let's get some good support the Dark Souls stream, not only to support Dark Souls as a playthrough,
But
also, obviously, so that we can open some One Piece cards.
yeah, you know exactly what you're doing, Phil.
Let's do both, right?
You know
Let's do both in
exactly what you're
tandem.
doing.
That'd be awesome. Okay. So that's the first stream. Tonight on the late stream, it's stream number 2 of Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. Now, I'm happy to report the game is great, right? The graphics are improved.
Oh, now we're going to talk about
Lots of quality-of-life
getting
improvements.
claimed on the
The music
videos.
is amazing.
Because of course we will.
However, sadly, there is one negative thing about Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster.
Man, stop clicking around and start having a podcast. Whoa, nice flashbang. What was that, dude?
Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. Okay? So, in all of their wisdom,
Bang!
which I use the term insanely lightly,
Clear.
whoever owns the legal licensing rights
Check your
to
corners.
the remixed soundtrack of Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster decided to load the entirety of the soundtrack. Not one track, not a few tracks, every single track of the soundtrack.
How do you know, though? How do you know that? How are you so confident?
Hence, what that means is anyone who plays the game on YouTube immediately has the entire playthrough claimed by third parties for music. And it's not just one third party. I actually showed a screenshot the other day, Sunday night, when it hit me. Each video is being claimed by about 12 parties. So that means all the ad revenue is going in every direction except this one.
Haha,
Okay,
eat it,
so
bitch.
A ton of these
I mean, it's not like you can't complain about this. You didn't even do anything. You're just playing the game, man. Calm the fuck down.
Money on my playthrough.
Such a
just
big
not me.
deal.
Isn't that nice that because I'm using the natural soundtrack of a game that I purchased a license to play and make content with, is somehow the legal property of someone else, even though I'm using it within the terms of the contract that I signed when I purchased the license to play the game? I'm not breaking the law.
Wait, what? The terms of the contract that I signed when I purchased the license to play the game? He's talking about it like he went to a physical store and they gave him like a certificate of ownership. Phil Burnell owns a copy of Final Fantasy.
But they are going to keep my
Ridiculous
content as
phrasing.
their property and get all the ad revenue on.
Yeah, man, maybe you should have talked more. If you talk enough, it's not going to detect it because you're going to be talking over it.
Well, I don't understand because
Maybe try
what does that mean?
commenting next time.
It's not. It's literally not. It's not a legal process. It's completely illegal to do that. But YouTube has an automated process. If someone were to get a big lawyer and sue YouTube for the content ID system misflagging content, they would lose because it mass misflags content.
Yeah, if you actually care that much, you would just dispute it. You would dispute it and say it's fair use because you play the game. And it would probably clear it. It would probably work. So instead of crying about it here, hoping somebody's going to give you like $5 extra just to get you to shut up, you could have just disputed it.
It always attributes the rights incorrectly to the wrong parties. It's breaking the law literally probably 100,000 times a day, but no one does anything about it. Now, is it that big of a deal? No, not really, because in reality, it's not like the Final Fantasy playthrough is doing gangbusters in views. For example,
It's not that big of a deal. Just crash out about it and cry about it really hard.
Videos have not even been live for 2 days yet.
Oh yeah, let's get a
But I'm
live
just
viewing
curious
of
how's
that.
the playthrough doing. Let's see.
Let's see indeed.
Part 1 has over 1,000 views.
Holy shit.
463 views. That's not a lot of views. So even if those were monetized videos, probably would have been less than 20 bucks.
Look at this
anyway.
thumbnail. What is this face?
Rightfully mine, and I can't get it.
Rightfully
So,
mine.
here's the deal. If you like Final Fantasy VI, if you're happy that I'm
This
playing
face,
my
too.
favorite RPG of all time, and I'm playing a new version that has better graphics, remixed audio, all these improvements, and you're here and you're excited. I've already changed the schedule around to play more of the game because I love it, and you loved it Sunday night, and you said you wanted more right away. So, if you love it, here's what you could do. Come to the stream tonight and support it. Whether that means you become a member.
Hey,
or
this
a
all
sub,
transitioned into a begging segment. Can you believe that?
support the stream tonight, okay? That way, it's viable for me to play this game at length and do all the content rather than have to rush through it because I'm making no money on the back end. Normally, there's stream revenue and there's back end revenue for all of my content. And you might say, well, you must not make a lot of back end revenue. I make a decent amount. I'm not going to lie. I make a pretty decent amount of ad revenue.
Okay,
on videos.
then you
Now,
shouldn't
because
be
I have a channel
complaining.
That's been around for 18 years. and I'm constantly making ad revenue on every video. Yeah, it's a little bit for a lot of videos.
Come on, man. There's probably like 80 to 90% of all of these videos don't get an average of a single view per day.
You see? But on average, like let's say, for example, I take a look at the videos. I'm going to refresh my page here from a few days ago.
Oh, come on. Are we
I'll take a
actually
look at
doing
some of
this?
the videos that I put out last week. Okay, so for example,
Big ups Medusa Jr. for the 2 saying, when Keynote talk, I shut up, but when they gone, I talk. He's probably going to rant about them today, though.
$30.
He's going to prove you
Just on
wrong.
Marvel Tokon videos. I'm serious. Even like, what do you mean? One of the videos only has 1,000 views. Yeah, doesn't matter. I got made good ad revenue on those videos.
Yeah, I'm not believing that.
Any of these
I mean, look at that. This one, 1,100, less than 800.
Okay. For me, it's actually about frequency. It's not about getting mass engagement on any particular video.
No,
Yeah, sure,
I don't think his channel got good CPM because he doesn't have good watch time. And YouTube thinks about people who actually get their videos watched.
These videos blew up and ended up getting, say, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 views. Yes, I'd make more money. But each video usually at minimum pulls in a few bucks, sometimes 5 or more. And I put out enough videos that it's significant income for me every day. All right. So I'm making a decent amount on the ad revenue. Again, it's not gangbusters. It's not going to change the game or anything, but it is nice that I get something. In the case of Final Fantasy, I get nothing. So if you support the streams, thank you, Only Ice Hockey. If you support the streams via these kind of contributions, I can keep playing Final Fantasy VI because I won't have to worry about any of the back-end stuff that's being taken away from me. Okay? So please do so. Please come by tonight on the late
The back-end stuff taken away from me.
Support the content.
He's going to lose out on royalties.
Okay? Thank you.
How much in royalties do Rambo and Howard get paid for Project 7? That was really hype. That probably got a shit ton of views, dude. Probably got a lot of views. Big up Sikorsky Pilot for the 5. Can you imagine Phil doing homework early like a typical valedictorian? I can imagine him actually doing homework. He was probably elite in doing homework in, like, I don't know, primary school. And his hair was always combed to perfection.
Let's do some shout-outs now because some contributions have come in. Only Ice Hockey is our first sub over on Kick tonight. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. $5 tip. Also, but it's may have a couple tips. Let's take a look.
Big ups Dominic for the gifted tier sub
First
to
tip of
Pro
the
Farrah
day
Kun.
Is a very generous $25 tip.
Whoa!
Thank you so much, whoever this is. We're gonna read
This guy
message
heard the
out in a
begging
second, but
segment.
allow me to play you
This
a
guy
nice
wants
animation. Here we go.
Phil to get reimbursed for the loss of royalties. He heard the cry.
Did anyone hear that?
Big ups
I swear,
NWO News.
I just
Appearing
can't hear
offline does not grow a
animation sound
penis.
effects anymore. I don't know why.
Oh shit, I forgot we're
hear that.
dickless. Completely devoid
I'll
of
play it again. Like, I'm
any
upset. I wanna hear
penile
that. Why can't I
activity.
hear it?
Yeah, we heard it, man. We heard it. Big up Sclerotic says, I have no wrist, but I must jork. You must goon, but you are goonless.
Okay.
You shall not goon.
So, ready? So this person says, I'm anonymous. I've been online for years. Only knew you through the memes.
Yeah,
Every
right.
single Batman stream a shot expecting to laugh. I've watched almost daily since. You were seriously mischaracterized. I love your chill vibes. Here, okay.
This is one heavy rain away from being like the ultimate LARP message. And now we're going to get a monologue.
Okay. Let's be fair.
Let's be
All
fair.
right? Even to be fair to the whole situation. Yeah, years ago I used to be different. Okay? I'm going to be honest here. I used to act super serious all the time. I used to act like my shit didn't stink. I used to blame everything around me except me. I used to act like I was infallible, like everything I did was perfect. Basically, I was conceited.
Right.
Okay, I was full of
That
myself.
all stopped
And that was a long time ago. You know what I'm
when?
saying? That was
Friday?
15 years ago.
Oh.
When I started as a creator. I was actually one of the biggest gaming YouTubers that existed at the time. Okay, I was top of the food chain. I was one of the highest ranking Machinima partners and all of that.
Yeah.
And I
Go on. That guy doesn't know it.
narcissistic, full of myself, don't want to accept constructive criticism attitude that sadly had a lot of people hate me. They turned on me. They started making negative videos about me. This is how you don't play compilations, etc. But what happened is the internet over the last 10, 15 years learned dogpiling on a negative meme gets you cheap attention, cheap views, and money. And that's sad because what's happened is now there's these group mentalities about things on the internet that maybe have a nugget of truth to them, but aren't really true.
Oh, come on.
People like you have come by every once in a while and checked out my stuff and said, hey, I feel like this guy feels an asshole. Let me go laugh at him for a few minutes. And then they tune into the stream and they're like, wait a minute. So I'm watching the stream and he's doing a morning show. And yes, he did mention supporting the show, but he only mentioned it once. Yeah, he talked about card openings, but he only mentioned it during that one particular segment. And then he moved on and he talked about news and he talked about games and he talked about all this other stuff. Why does everyone just say that all he does is talk about money and card openings? I don't get it. Well, because that's what gets them the views. That's what gets them the attention. That's what gets them the cheap clickbait. So they roll with the meme. And on the internet,
if come on, man,
believes something, it becomes common belief, even if there's no evidence of it.
But the evidence is there, even though, like, all right, obviously, the titles of lolcow clips online are exaggerated to make them more interesting and funny, so you can click on them. But the content is still fucking there. Like, come on, man. If none of that was true, then how is this sustainable for, like, 15 years now? Where Snort Burnell has been clipping him for, like, 15 years, almost every day straight. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
So, yeah, here we are, chilling, enjoying, talking about Final Fantasy. We're talking about all kinds of stuff. But people will be like, oh, so you see, Phil just sat there talking about money all morning. Like, huh?
But you did.
Just because
You talked about cards that people pay for. You connected that to every single playthrough you got going on. You used the copyright thing as an excuse to make it about money again. You talked about money on the pre-stream before that, on the daily wrap before that. He had a segment, like an actual dedicated segment discussing how much money he had. Like, you don't think that's fucking begging? This is not supposed to be anybody's fucking business.
I shouted out contributions and I answered people's questions in tandem with what they supported with. Doesn't mean that I talked about money all morning, but that's what they say. So, to the anonymous $25.
Even when he's supposed to not been talking about money, he's been talking about money, which is when he's opening the Pokemon cards. Because opening the Pokemon cards is the cool thing we do when he gets a lot of money. And even then, he talks about if people are going to give more for more pack openings, and if people are going to give more so he can buy more boxes, and the value of the cards themselves that he can actually sell and make money off of. Like, come the fuck on, dude. These streams have never been more about money than they are now. Probably, well, when he was begging to fucking save his house.
Tipper, first off, thanks for even giving me a fair shot and checking me out. Thanks for watching, and thank you for giving me a honest, fair shot. And I'm glad to hear that you are enjoying and supporting. And by the way, what you just did is literally the best way to do it. Stay lurking in the wings, in the background, enjoying the
anonymous, big amount, tip, and tell him that you love him and that everything everybody says about him is false. That's how you do it. That literally is
content, because then you can't become a target. Because these idiots will now say, oh, he made a $25 tip. We're so upset that Phil got some support today. This is awful, right? So, yeah, it's pretty lame. So I want you to be fair, to be safe. Thanks for the anonymous tip. Don't worry, no one can mess with you now. And thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Okay?
No one can mess with you now. You can watch me in peace, like everybody else.
Let's see here.
Big ups Mad Max the 7 for the 20 pounds, dude. This for putting up with this regard. You're a stronger man than me. No, I'm just desensitized, man. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. Once you pick up the patterns, like, it's easy.
Tip and says super
it's
chats
like
are available on your Final Fantasy 6 playthrough videos. They're monetized.
It's like Guitar Hero.
According to YouTube, sharing ad earnings and shopping is disabled. That's the status. So there's many different statuses on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to check on it right now. So right now I am looking at part 1 of Final Fantasy 6. Here's what it says.
The status.
No
status report.
Is not a copyright strike, just a claim. No impact to the video's reach. The video can be viewed across everywhere. Video sharing ad earnings. Okay? You're sharing ad revenue with a relevant artist or claimant. And shopping disabled. You're unable to display any tagged products or content because you're technically using a license you don't own.
By the way, this is right after talking about how the streams are not about money. We're literally talking about money. We're breaking it down for everybody
Now I click on view
in like
details.
granular detail.
And when it
Here is
shows
why I cannot
is
make
at the
money.
very beginning of the video, it's claiming the Prelude FFPR version, meaning Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster version. It's the crystal theme, the title theme. The first 48 seconds of the video have the title screen and the menu selection. It claimed, and listen to this, claimants, Mint, SGAE_CS, JASRAC, ICE Core, ASCA.
All stock accounts of the
claimants.
same company.
5. So that means any revenue that this video is going to receive will be split across 5 different people. So let's say this video was supposed to make $1. That means that each person, each claimant will get 20 cents. Okay?
Okay.
In reality, that's
What if it
actually
was
not how
gonna
it
make
works.
$10 million?
This has happened before. And what I've noticed is when it says you're sharing revenue, when you go back and check, you make almost nothing. Like you might think, oh, you made $1, so you should make 20 cents. No, I'll make a penny. They'll keep 99 cents. I'll make a penny. That's what they'll allow me to have on a shared revenue video. Okay? Now you're saying you can do a super chat on it. I don't know how that works. It used to be that if a video got claimed, you could not
Oh,
do a
come
super
on,
thanks on it
man.
whatsoever.
This is so
Maybe
fucking
they
annoying.
changed it. Okay? I don't know.
This
As
is
of
the
now,
part where
there's
it's
no
not
super
about money.
thanks on those videos. And like I said, the best way to contribute would be a tip because there's
Yeah.
no knowing that if someone leaves a super thanks, it may go to 5 other parties first, and then I get the pennies that slip through their fingers. Okay? So that's just me. I just literally read it word for word to you. 5 different parties are claiming the music on Final Fantasy VI, and that's the prelude. Let me go to part 2. Part 2 is even better.
Oh, we're going through the whole thing. Okay, break it down.
Here's part 2.
Professional
the same
YouTuber
thing.
Dark Side Phil.
So on part 2, the Returners FFPR version, the Minds of Narsh FFPR version, and the Unforgiven FFPR version are all claimed. And each one of those has 3 to 5 claimants. This one has 3. The page just crashed. I've never seen this happen before. The page crashed when I was clicking on the claimant.
This just got
That's
worse.
how good YouTube system is. The page just crashes randomly.
Big ups Pat
So now we're
Noticer
at
for
3.
the
This one has
250
4.
bits. Sadly, I only made $500 instead of $500 in $10.
4 claimants. This one
Well,
has
they add up,
This one
dude.
has 6 claimants. 6. So on my one video, there's 13 claims against it. Do you think I'm going to see a penny from the video? 13
No,
claims
man,
against
like,
part 2 of Final
come
Fantasy
on,
VI.
give up.
What the holy hell, man?
You got like, but actually, like, jokes aside, he got how much fucking money during that stream? He got $673 according to this website. That seems relatively reliable. So, like, what are you fucking crying about?
What on earth? Okay, so nice try. Trying to say that I'm a liar. I literally read word for
You're a
word what I'm
liar.
seeing, and like I said, I do believe that.
You lied right now, too.
When
Well, lying is not
even
the
if
same as
someone
being
does
wrong.
super
You're
thanks
just
on the
wrong a
video,
lot. But
get
sometimes he is
they're
just
all
straight up
claimants, you
lying.
don't see a penny. So please, I would say don't leave a super thanks on the Final Fantasy videos. Right? Don't pay the music companies who aren't owed a dime here. You know, if you want to support, go to the streams and support those live streams, or leave a tip because the tip goes to my PayPal and then I actually get it. Okay.
Yeah, give him an offline tip. Like a behind the scenes
So
tip.
what's going on over here? We've got 500 kicks from Only Ice Hockey. Thank you for the kicks, Only Ice Hockey.
No, we're
So
not
I guess it's
doing
supposed to be
this.
a troll, but you don't know what they're talking about. Of course, my wife did not leave, and she's not my soul maid. And you spelled maid wrong, and you spelled soul wrong. You spelled everything wrong.
Yeah, they did it on purpose,
You even
man.
understand the meme? You probably don't. Anyway, so far, they've sent me... Oh, hold on. First of all, it was Baker3G sent 100 kicks. Thank you to Baker. And then this person sent 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 kicks. So that's about another $6 of revenue between the two of you guys. So thanks. We're now up to 42 of support for this stream so far. So we're almost halfway to our first pack opening of One Piece. Nice. Let's go. Thank you, guys. By the way, I have no idea why my hair is sticking out right here. See, this tuft of hair is bothering me. It's just sticking out the side of my head weird.
Okay, man. You've been fixing it all morning.
Okay, so
It's now
folks,
now it's just like straight up noon.
that's
Now
pretty
we're
much
just
the
gonna
topics
do
that I got for
Q&A.
today. So quick
That's
reminder.
all.
Number 1, Dark Souls 2 continues after the morning show. We're gonna
Yeah, no, quick reminder getting skipped.
I hope that you guys will join me for tonight's stream. It should be.
And we're back to
I'll
being
bring them in, I'll show
confused.
them off, and if you guys support this stream, at the very end, we'll be doing DSP pack rips for the first time ever.
And that was a flex. You can very obviously tell when he's trying to flex.
Show them off, and if you guys support this
And
stream, we'll be doing DSP pack rips
now, watch.
for the first time
Yep. Nice pump. Looking at himself.
ever.
Thirsting for himself. Wanting that meat.
Cards, we'll get to see what they look
I
like.
wonder if he's also dickless.
Okay? Cool. All right. Another 100 kicks from the memester here. Thanks for 100 kicks there. We're now up to 43.
Nice arm fill. He must have been working out extra
Okay,
crazy.
so I've covered all the topics I wanted to cover on today's morning show. All right? Now, please, if you would like to discuss anything, tag me in the chat. Okay? And let's see what you guys want to talk about this morning. All right, let's go. What's up? What's everyone up to? And what would you like to talk about?
Big ups, Dominic, for the 5. Yeah, good luck. Good luck suing YouTube when they have a fleet of Jew lawyers. All of them have named Lawyer Steen. Well, he's not going to sue anybody. He's not going to sue anybody. And even if he did, he would be losing more money than making. That would be actually crazy. And would probably just straight up lose the case.
Was a remake. So you're saying they're remaking the remake?
And he's never gonna, he is never, ever going to sue YouTube. Ever. Not like once.
That with Halo. That's why I'm not playing it today, because I looked into it. I'm like, it's stupid. And now they're doing it with Fable. This is so basically Microsoft has no new content. So they're just reoffering the same content 2, 3, 4 times. That's interesting. Probably not. I'm probably not playing the Fable remake. If I played Guitar Hero, would I get copyright strikes for playing copywritten music?
No.
It's a good question.
You're gonna get claimed and maybe
It might
blocked.
get claimed like the Final Fantasy video. It might get blocked, meaning the video can be played, but they mute it on me, so no one can hear the music. Or it could get a copyright strike. It could be any of those. And the thing is, whenever you're doing music like this, you never know. Obviously,
No, you're highly unlikely to get a copyright strike. But you might get blocked, which is annoying as hell because it just makes your whole video unwatchable for anybody.
the risk of using real licensed tracks is high compared to in-game music. Technically, in-game music almost never gets this issue because when you pay the license to play the video game, what's included is your experience with the game, including listening to the music. But YouTube doesn't care. YouTube actually completely bypasses the legal agreement you have with the company and says, we claim it anyway, which is illegal. Which is, like I said, if someone sues YouTube, they don't have a leg to stand on. Their content ID system,
No, Phil. I'm sure they've thought this through because it's a content ID system that runs on actual billions of videos every day. So if they were wrong, somebody would have sued by now.
Today violates the claim system of content and therefore would be shut down. But no one sues them. So
No, and it's not YouTube's fault at all.
It's flawed.
No.
Not much can be done about it. You know, if you want to use YouTube, you got to kind of accept it.
And you can just dispute it, man. Like I said, he can dispute it. It isn't fair use. He is playing it and playing the video game in a transformative way and adding whatever lack of commentary he's not adding. And he's probably going to win it.
As for, you know, the Guitar Hero stuff, I would guess there's a much higher increased chance that the music in Guitar Hero would get this issue because it's licensed tracks. You know, it's not just in-game, you know, soundtrack of a video game. No, I'm not part Jewish whatsoever. I have no Jewish in me.
No? Not even a little bit?
Do I need extra support on the Final Fantasy VI streams because YouTube is taking my revenue? No. I just want the streams to do well. That's it. I just want
I mean, no, well, that's what you fucking said. What is like extra support?
them to do well. I don't want them to be dead streams. I'm nervous because I love the game. It's my favorite RPG of all time. But when I went to play RPGs in the past, like Suikoden 2 or what was it, Metaphor, right? Or others, they don't do well. And that sucks because I love the games and I want to keep playing them and I can't. So in this case, not only am I worried that it's a JRPG and typically we don't have a lot of ongoing attendance and support for those games, but also I'm not making back-end revenue either. So it's like a double risk, right? Okay. Ovo, first off, Ovo, I'm well aware that you're a Wings of Redemption troll. Everyone knows who you are. Okay, just for the record. And by the way,
Okay, how? What?
Wings troll or Meyer.
Then why are you pointing it out? Who the fuck was that guy anyways? Ovo? How do you keep up with Wings of Redemption trolls, Dark Side Phil? Weirdly busy middle-aged man.
If you're trolling me, I don't give a shit. It doesn't bother me anymore. It doesn't. This dumb shit, it just doesn't. Now he says, are you concerned Wings of Redemption trolls will migrate to you? No. No concern. I already have an army of idiots who fuck with me every day. Who cares if another army of idiots moves over and fucks with me every day? It's the same shit. It's literally the same for me. It won't affect me in any way. It's the same activity that I've been going through for years.
Except when it
The
does.
thing is about with the Wings trolls, right? The Wings trolls have basically said, at least many of them, I don't know if any of them, and I don't know if this is your philosophy because I know that you're one of them. That
We're treating this as separate like terrorist organizations, and they have spokespeople that say stuff and Phil hears about it.
the reason that they troll Wings is because he has opportunity to change and has been given opportunity after opportunity to.
No, they troll him because he's a fat fuck and a loser, and it's funny to troll him, and it's funny to watch him spurg out and throw controllers.
Change, but he refuses.
This is like the public-facing version is the I'm just trying to improve this guy's life by fucking with him and making fun of everything that happens to him ever.
That he falls back into his laziness patterns, his set, the thing over.
I'm
and
just
over,
giving him some tough
overeating,
love by trying
in the
to
wrong
kill
places,
him.
right? Being irresponsible and being lazy and basically making the same content over and over every single day, not really taking in feedback or constructive criticism, but instead just falling into the same loop and then blaming it on his trolls and blaming it on depression and things like that. Am I correct in saying
Hey,
that?
who is like
That's why
that?
his trolls are so hard
I don't know.
because
Is
this
that
guy
Wings or
has
you
so
just
many
describe
opportunities to
yourself?
succeed, but he fails because of his own devices, right? Fair? Is that a fair enough summary of the troll summary of Wings of Redemption? So if that were the case, right? How does that apply to me?
I don't know, man. I don't
I'm not
know.
complaining of failing. I'm changing rapidly.
Wait, what? Let's start from the beginning.
How does that apply to me? I'm not failing.
Sure, by his standards, he is hitting his goals, you guys, most of the time.
I'm not complaining of failing.
He's not complaining of failing outside of the daily wrap and the 2 streams yesterday that were slow, and this pre-stream where he talked about the daily wrap and the 2 streams yesterday being slow,
I'm
and the copyright claims on his videos.
changing rapidly at an accelerated pace, constantly for the better. I'm taking constructive criticism.
That's not true, and that's not true. The content has never been worse. It has never been more of a waste of time, and it's never been more of a deliberate waste of time, too. He knows exactly how much time he's wasting, and he feels very at liberty to do that as much as he wants.
Right? I'm not falling into the same patterns. Oh, okay, you're saying they're called vices, not devices. Okay, fair enough. That actually is a good way to say it. His vices, not his devices. Gotcha. His vices force him to fail over and over, and then he blames that on everybody else, right? And that's why the trolls don't like him. Got it. In my case, my trolls don't like me because they make money.
What?
That's it. They don't actually have a valid, real criticism. Okay?
But the Wings trolls made money, too.
Because they make money doing it. Okay? So if
What?
the Wings trolls, truly, that's the reason they trolled Wings, then if they move over to me, they're going to be like, well, oh, Phil did something wrong, but then people told him he did it wrong, and he course corrected, and he changed, and he improved for the better. Look, he reinvests his money in the business. Look, he's changing here. He's changing. Look at him. Look at
Yeah,
me.
but that's not what's happening.
Work it
That's
out.
like, actually, you have to be retarded and actual delusional guy to think this is true.
Doing the right things, right? It's kind of the opposite of the situation of when you guys watched Wings. So if truly that was the reason you didn't like Wings, you come over here, none of that applies. Now, you could probably find new reasons to not like me, but it certainly wouldn't be the same reasons that you didn't like Wings, right? In fact, Ovo, you're here. I'm just curious, since you're asking me the question, what is your thoughts about me and my content? Do you not like me? Do you think you wanna dump on
Please tell me I'm better than Wings of Redemption, please.
Because I'm so used to my own group of trolls always saying shit, and it's always bullshit, and it's just because they want to make money on a video, that I'm curious. I mean, we literally
But why, though?
did a $25 tip and said,
Then, like, if that's what everybody was trying to do, then people would catch up on it and be like, hey, you're actually not, this is not happening. The thing you claim to be happening is not happening. Like, if I made a stream about how Phil begged about money, people would tell me this is not happening because it's not happening.
I was only listening to your trolls, but then I come and watch your content, and I realize it's not what they say. So, I'm enjoying your content now. So that's interesting. What do other people think? I'm curious. Because here's the thing. I'm always willing to accept constructive criticism.
And let's be honest, buddy, with most people's skills in this space, like people being able to like automate streams and have like so much like more knowledge about streaming and content creation than him, if it was about money, we would actually latch on to somebody who actually got us paid, dude, instead of Dark Side fucking Phil, the rotten corpse of a fucking miserable has-been streamer. Come on.
These days, I welcome it. I want.
Come on, bud.
If outsiders can come to my content and say, well, here's what you're doing wrong and you can improve if you do this and this, I want to hear it. I love to hear it. Okay? Okay. I'll see what he says. She's probably typing something. Okay, anyway, I got shout outs to do
He's
here.
probably typing something. Let's wait for the troll to tell me that he likes me more than Wings of Redemption.
I don't know what Wings is doing. Here's the thing. I hope he's doing fine. He's now been gone from making content for, what, 2 months about, I would say? And no one seems to have heard from him. Everyone keeps asking me, you know, have you...
Well, because you called him at like 2 a.m.
The truth is, Wings never talked to me, even when he was around. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like pulling teeth to get the guy to respond to a DM about me at all. So, for me, it's like he wouldn't be talking to me anyway, even if he were here. So I have no insider information whatsoever. But the way I see it, if he's been away from the internet for 2 months...
I mean, yeah, that is a good point. Like, Wings wasn't really trying to talk to him when he was around. It was kind of like the other way around.
He's not coming back in a panic mode saying, I need help and stuff like that. I guess he's doing well. And you know what? I'm happy for him. I hope that he does well. I hope that he stays away from the...
Yeah, you can't afford to do that, buddy.
And I hope that he's doing
He
fine.
can't do that.
Maybe this is what
That's the thing. Imagine, even Wings of Redemption has more freedom to just be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to fucking bother. I'm just going to appear offline. And he did. Phil can't do that. He can't even do that for like more than a week. More than a week of DSP being gone is like cataclysmic level event for him.
Maybe he needed the unplug. Maybe this is the life change he needed so that he could get back on pace. Maybe it really was constantly being plugged into the internet and getting dumped on and dunked on every day that was bringing him down. Who knows? I don't know. Again, that's what he said, but you don't know if you can really believe that or not. Like you said, Ovo, it really maybe is his own vices that bring him down and not the trolls. I wouldn't know. I don't know the guy well enough, right? I'm an outside observer, just like many of you. I don't possess any exclusive inside info or anything like that at all. But I wish him the best, and I hope that he's doing good. And, you know, no, I have zero fear of trolls moving over and stuff. Listen, I got constant stuff that I'm dealing with. I had my chat freezing for 2 weeks. Had to get that fixed, right? You know, not people for another 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
Because one of my biggest restreamers got shut down. They blame me. Even though,
but it was your fault.
They blame me because
no, you don't say you didn't do anything. You just straight up said I may be indirectly involved, as in he's not the guy. Because you know when you DMCA somebody, you have to write the copyright strike yourself and issue it yourself. So he didn't do that. He just told somebody at YouTube to eradicate Raw Phil.
Okay, so they got to
like you just did it, buddy. Come on, like just say you did it.
Anyway, Red Eyes Black Dragon, thanks for $2. Maybe you could play a co-op game with him soon. He's not around. He's literally not around. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not online at all to talk to. So, no, I don't think I'll be doing anything with the guy. I think he purposefully wants to stay off the internet, and that's probably the best thing for him. You know? Nathan Smith has just come in with 10 gifted memberships over on YouTube. Thank you to Nathan. That is a big contribution. Let's get that on the
we're going to skip that.
And seeing
that was juicy.
So thank you. C-Turd. I know you've given your opinion on the state of modern fighting games. All these recent titles are...
No, we're not doing a modern fighting game segment.
Used to be.
Back in the day, they were good, and now they're not.
Here's what it used to be for fighting games, okay? Job 1, make a game that's addictive and fun.
Okay, I'm going to let this play just for the people that might care about it.
Because we need people to stay in arcades playing on cabinets nonstop. Okay? Make games that when you're playing it competitively...
But I'm going to speed it up dramatically.
And it's fun and it's addictive. Task 2 would be make the game flashy, attractive, to get the casual player to come up to the cabinet, okay? But step 1 was to make the game good, because back then, it was about getting people out of their homes, off of their asses, physically going to the arcade to play physically against someone else. The competitive nature of the game had to be step 1, because that's the reason why you would leave your home to go play a game in the arcade, because you couldn't get that experience at home, okay? So that was the first step. Then step 2, make it flashy, make it exciting, make it interesting. A lot of fighting games looked like shit, but played well. It wasn't, I would argue, it wasn't until the era of the Versus series, like X-Men versus Street Fighter and Marvel versus Capcom, that fighting games really started to look flashy and awesome, like a moving comic book, right? Then it was like, ooh, look at all these giant supers and everything on the screen. What's happened is, with the era of the internet and the competitive nature of games over the internet, you no longer have to physically get anyone to go anywhere to play a fighting game. They play them at home, right? Therefore,
that's true.
The competitive nature of the game actually is no longer the selling point, because you don't need to have that reason to get up and physically go to the arcade. You already have it at home. So instead, now it's about, we got to make the game that looks the flashiest, that has the longest combos, that has the big supers that shake the screen, big cutscenes, and it has all the licensing. We got to have Dragon Ball, we got to have Avatar, we got to have Invincible, we got to have Marvel. That's now become the focus. They don't care about the competitive nature of the game anymore. They outright said in an interview, the Street Fighter 6, one of the lead producers said, our target demographic is now young teenagers. That's who we're seeking to get to play our game the most, because that's the people who we can get to jump in.
I mean, yeah, man. Can you blame them that they don't want to target like 40-year-old dudes that played fighting games in arcade cabinets in like the early 2000s? Like, of course, they want to make money. They want to put out a game that's going to make a bunch of money. And you're not going to make a bunch of money by targeting the pro players. That is a very small subset of the actual audience.
And to do all that. So that's who we're targeting toward. Young teenagers.
They should target Dark Side Phil.
Casuals. Okay? So, with
but not in a different way.
being said, how do you think games are going to advance in the fighting genre? They're
With
going
like
to
a
be
red
imagined.
dot
They're going
sight.
to be insanely easy to play. Mash the button and get a combo. You repeatedly press the same thing over and over and get a giant, energy reducing thing to come out, right? Oh, it's time for my level 3 super. Literally just press one button and get it. No motion required. But it's the level 3. It's supposed to be the highest level super that you had to save up meter to use, and it's got to be a big investment because you can only do it once per fight. Oh, here you go. Beep, done. Right? Huh? It used to be the most elaborate move in the game. Now it's beep, done. And this will continue as long as the people who make the games only care about selling to casuals to make profits. Sadly, that's become the end-all, be-all of video games in the modern era. It used to be, let's make an amazing game that's a work of art, a competitive marvel, something that's culturally relevant, something that will stick with you, so you love it, then it becomes popular. Now it's all about, we just got to sell something that's going to sell a ton of copies and be popular. Who cares if it's actually good? And fighting games are just one of many genres, okay? This is the one, it's getting worse and worse, 100%. The games are dumbed down. They're for the masses. They're not competitively fun to play. They're boring, okay? In the case of Marvel Tokon, it's a hybrid. It is easy to play, but there is a level of complexity there that I'm seeing. I think it's better than Invincible Versus, to be frank with you, but I haven't really played it that much because the online play was trash. So once it comes out in about a little over a week and we start playing it for real, then we'll talk about it more and we'll see. But for now, yeah, I'll be honest, I don't like the way that fighting games are going. I think that it's going to be for the worse. Okay.
There we go. I hope you enjoyed.
And then Big Juicy
all the
did another
robustness.
dollar tip and said, yes, please talk about modern fighting games, which I just did. So thank you for the dollar tip, Big Juicy Turds. Okay. All right. In addition, Nathan Smith gifted another 5 memberships.
Oh,
here.
come on, man. Let's talk about something
We'll
else.
be doing One Piece later today on DSP Pack Rip. So thank you for this early support, everybody. Also, I got 200 more kicks from 200, 250. That's a One Piece cards will open. If we hit 250 cumulative, we'll also open a pack of Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon. Okay? Excellent.
Hell yeah. Let's get hydrated.
Very nice.
Big ups the dude 994 for the 6 months, dude. One person supported it. We're talking about Final Fantasy, I think.
Will you pre-order Gears E-Day? No, it's Game Pass. I'm not going to pre-order it. Will you participate in the beta on the 6th of August? If it's an open beta, yes. If you have to pre-order to play it, no. I have registered for a few different network tests. I registered for the Dusk Bloods network test, and I think it's in about 2 weeks we get an answer on if I'm in that. This morning, I registered for the new Crazy Taxi network test. They actually have registration open as of this morning. You can register to be in the new Crazy Taxi game, and I registered for that. Fingers crossed I'll get into that too. That would be pretty cool to get into these.
Hey, remember when streaming games early was actually bad?
Did the open beta for Marvel Tokon.
Hey, back in my day.
Marvel Tokon in a little over a week's time.
No,
when
but
it
now
comes
he
out.
can stream anything early.
And I think there's something else coming up too. Hold on.
Big ups Wild Tiger for the 2. It's his favorite game. Why complain? We know why. Well, we got to, even before he played Final Fantasy, he made it a big point to say that he was not going to play it if it doesn't get support. And if you support it, then that means you support Phil playing what he wants. Now it's like a cause to rally behind. It's not just a game. It's a symbol of you liking Phil. And if you don't support it, you don't like Phil. That's what it means, actually.
That's the open beta, right?
And big up Slime Privilege with the 5. This type of cope speaks legitimately loops on repeat in his head. Cope speak 24/7. It's a survival tactic. It is. I mean, yeah, that's how you get this delusional, and you have nobody to actually like break down this wall of bullshit because he's got no friends, and his wife probably doesn't give a shit.
Hey, let's see.
Like, what does she care about?
Technically, but had easy inputs as the Mad Villain. Street Fighter 4 was the beginning of them trying to casualize Street
Okay,
Fighter.
I'm gonna casualize this segment by skipping the stuff that only the pros could watch.
That had a wheel and a pedal on the floor. So I played it when it was originally an arcade game, which a lot of people don't even know that. That Crazy Taxi was a stand-up arcade machine that had a wheel and a pedal on the floor. So you would use your foot.
Yeah, we don't care, man. Yeah, back in my day, there wasn't poo in the kettle.
He was whipping up shit in a kettle, boiling shit.
No, I didn't see that.
Actual
LTG
shit,
called me a racist and a homophobe, but good for him. He can call me whatever he wants. It doesn't mean that he's right or has any idea.
Wait, who?
No, I didn't see that LTG called me a racist and a homophobe, but good for him.
I mean, LTG calling somebody a racist and a homophobe, I'm pretty sure he meant it as a compliment.
Call me whatever he wants. It doesn't mean that he's right or has any idea what the fuck he's talking about. The guy's a lunatic.
This is the closest you can get to a shout out from low tier god. LTG called him a racist. That's a potential symbol of friendship, you know?
Overshirts over undershirts, but thank you, Darth Lady Goss says I like your shirt. First time, I'm wearing all these shirts now, buttoned and normal. I used to wear them as overshirts over undershirts, but now I'm wearing them like normal shirts because I actually fit into them now because I lost all my weight. I'm basically skinny now. And
he's basically skinny now.
great. Like, these are awesome summertime shirts. I'm actually happy.
Man, crazy levels of fucking body dysmorphia here.
I actually get to wear them normally now.
Insane.
I think they look good on me.
I'm basically skinny now.
Did I decide if an August marathon is happening? Well, no, because we didn't really talk about it.
Oh no, now we need to talk about this, don't
What do
we?
you guys think? What do you guys think? Would you guys like to do a August marathon? And if we do it, what do you want it to be? I'm open to doing it. August would be the month to do it because it's a slow month for games. Outside of Marvel Tokon and this Gears beta, there's nothing in the middle of August. There's nothing until the end. So we could easily do a marathon mid-August, but the question is, what should it be?
What? Some dumb shit. I don't know. Retro games. Old school fighting games to prepare us for another game. This is getting skipped.
Mega Man X, we could do that. What I would want to do is finish the Mega Man game that we've gotten to the middle of and didn't finish months ago.
No, we're not doing fucking Mega Man, man. Come on.
All about it. It was May 1st. So, I mean, technically, yeah. We could do another Mega Man marathon. What we'll do is we'll finish.
No. No. That's like easily the worst ever gameplay streams of all time. Like the Mega Man gameplay is so dog shit. It's so bad. It's actually so bad.
Whichever Mega Man it was that I was in the middle of. I think it was the last one. Was it Mega Man 10? So
no.
We could do a classic platformers marathon, but which one?
Oh, nice flex. I saw that.
Now,
I saw that, Mr. Skinny.
Platformer marathon. We could do that too.
Look at this. A hair fix and flex combo. That's crazy. The amount of inputs you need to press for this to come out is insane. Watch this in very slow-mo. Nice. Looking at himself like mid-clean. Okay, looking right now. And flex. Nice. Oh, this dude fucking sucks so much.
Do it. We could either do it early to middle August if you guys want. But let's talk
A nice
about
little
it and let's
bump.
figure out what we want to do so that we're all on the same page. So when we do it, there's a consensus and people are interested. Not, oh, we think about it last minute, we throw it together, I go to do it, and no one shows up. All right? Because I definitely want it to be something that's worthwhile.
Yeah, he got to tell you over and over again about it.
PG, we could literally do an 8 to 10 hour marathon and not even play a third of the game. Like, the idea of a marathon is that you can get into a game.
Context?
Nothing here. RPGs don't work for marathons. Because
No, we're not doing RPGs.
Want me to go check? Oh, guess
What are you
what?
checking?
Guess what? I think the One Piece cards have arrived.
Oh, finally. Now he gets to be gone for a while. And we get to look at the chair. Yes. Vintage classic chair stream. So let's do some shout outs. And I'm even going to let the TTS fly for this.
Serious question for everyone here. You can have Sydney Sweeney as your wife or Phil Burnell pulls a David Carradine and ends himself.
Well, I'm already satisfied with my pick for wife, so I'm going to go with the Carradine treatment, you know. I'm going to bet on that. Big ups Dominic for the 5. Slime Privilege says the following.
This type of cope speak legitimately loops on repeat in his head 24/7.
Oh, yeah, we heard
It's a
that.
survival tactic.
It is, dude. It is. But you have to survive, bro. You have to survive somehow. You have to keep the mental walls intact. Otherwise, the trolls win. The trolls win. And at this point, we're at a point where you don't turn back. You don't turn back from being this delusional and demented. So I guess that's what we get. That's what we get for eternity. Big up Scrappy CC for the following.
Who has more time to play games? Teens or adults? Thinking face.
Yeah, well, probably teens. But still, like, if he thinks that fighting games are ever going to go back to their glory, that's not going to happen. If anything, that's one of the genres where you kind of, it's guaranteed that's not going to happen. Just like with other sports games, like NBA 2K, FIFA, WWE 2K, those are never going back to the classic eras because now they make them every fucking year. It's a conveyor belt of just nonsense. And that's what you get. Infinitely. And you're going to like it. I saw they revealed the new NBA 2K gameplay trailer, and it looked exactly the same as the previous one. Like, they didn't even bother. I think the trailer starts out with a label that says,
Catching
guess
Phil
what
trying
time
to
it
sneak
is.
flex his fave segment.
Yes, I know. This is my modern era favorite segment of the sneaky flexes. And then you just kind of notice it because it is pretty noticeable. It is pretty noticeable. I love that. And it's in weird different positions too. It's like the flex after fixing his hair is different from the other flex. Any position you can flex, just watch out, and he eventually will. And it will be barely noticeable because, you know, he's not like buff like that, but he thinks he is. So that adds a lot to the quality and the value. Big ups the Girthquake for the 2, dude. And shout out NWO News for this final message.
Cat putting trace amounts of rat poison in coffee.
Look, here's where I disagree. If there's anybody who wants DSP alive as much as possible, it's Cat. For the obvious reasons of sustenance and shelter. Outside of that, you know, I don't think she can find any better than this. She is the queen of their world. And where the fuck is he? How long has he been gone? Has it been 10 minutes at this point?
But Crazy
Oh,
Cat
no.
was a stand-up machine.
Not even 10 minutes. Okay. He probably went on a walk with his wife. He's going to come back and said that he did something really dumb. He said, I picked this box up and then I had to go to the bathroom and then you're not going to believe it. Jasper Kitty pooped on the floor and I had to pick it up. Yeah, this is going to get the contrived treatment. And he's still gone. Very exciting. So let's watch another 5 seconds of Kino Casino.
This is fucking insane, bro.
Yeah.
But
It's
he thinks, by the
actually-
way, that like the weather is a conspiracy against him and him personally to be the weather that he doesn't want. Like that's what he actually believes.
But he, like, you know, the other day it was really hot here, right? And I enjoyed being really hot and like sweating. And I was like, you know what? This is hot, but I cried during the winter. This is awesome. He's, oh my God, it's so hot. Oh. And stay inside, bitch.
And it just sucks that the day off had to be on that day. And let me just put it this way.
Oh my
Very
God.
frustrating day. Go to the grocery store. A lot of
Oh,
stuff that
no.
we need, they don't even have. Why not? It's a
Okay.
Wednesday.
Oh my
Oh my god,
always
man.
complaining about everything.
Holy shit. This guy is actually complaining about the grocery store not having. Go to another grocery store.
Hey, he's back. And he has a fresh box of cards. Very robust and cool looking. And look at him wobble in. This is the tiniest office. You might think he's streaming from a closet. Wobble, wobble. He's basically skinny, by the
Okay,
way.
So I'm back. First of all, sorry it took me so long.
This his
I'm, like, so
words.
tired because I've been working out. I actually had a few days off from working out, almost a week, because of weird stuff last week with scheduling and the heat and everything. I started working out again a couple days. Now my whole body is sore. My legs are sore. I'm like trying to walk. I'm like, oh, my freaking leg is killing me. Anyway, so guess what? This is pretty cool. Okay. So not only do I have my first ever box of One Piece cards right here. It says One Piece, The Time of Battle. So this is set 16. Officially branded Bandai Namco cards. It even says Bandai Namco on like the seal. You know, it's on the box right there. Okay, so there it is. But what it is a lot of these sellers are trying to incentivize that you go with them. This particular seller said, if you buy a box of One Piece cards from me, I will include a randomized pack of cards from another set. I didn't
Whoa.
even realize
It's
this.
probably
I was
trash.
opening, I was like, what is this loose thing? So they actually gave me a free pack of cards of One Piece set 8.
Sure, man.
Okay, which is,
Congratulations.
Because the text is so small, I can't even read it.
Put your glasses on, Unk. Yeah, let's get those glasses on.
Oh, it's in Japanese. Oh, you know what? These are the Japanese cards. So they gave you a pack of OP8 from the Japanese set. If anyone knows what the Japanese set 8 was called. So that's it right there. Okay? So that's a freebie pack you get for buying the box of OP16. Now, this is the English cards. Yeah, it says right here. See, English card game, the time of battle. So there you go. Okay? So today we will be opening at least 2 packs of One Piece.
Hey, you can take off your glasses now. You kind of look strange.
Okay.
You look
And
much older.
if we get more support, we'll open even more of this. Okay. Cool.
He looks so goofy with them.
The character on the top, I don't recognize. I don't know who that is at the top there. There's going to be tons of characters I don't know. Because I only know the story of One Piece, basically through Alabasta. I saw the Skypiea arc.
Oh no, he's gonna LARP like crazy. He's gonna be the biggest LARPer of all time. Because obviously he loves everything and has watched everything to some point.
On, off during the year.
And he knows like 3 characters.
Like I'm gonna be like, I don't know this one, I don't know this one. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm excited. So this today, at the end of this stream, support this stream. Let's go. Let's get to 150. That's pack 3, 200 pack 4, right? A $50 contribution. That's a bonus pack. Let's do our first ever One Piece unpackings on this stream. I'm excited. Okay.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get to do it though.
That's cool that it showed up live during the show.
He can do it now though. He can just do it now. Why not? We're just killing time anyways.
You need to get to episode 1000, then you get hooked. There you go. Mr. Satan is here. How are you doing, Satan? Good morning. Or good afternoon. It's now afternoon.
Yeah, the morning show went overboard, man. It's now almost 1 p.m.
So someone's asking, how much do One Piece boxes cost? I don't know new retail because you can't get them new retail. Just like everything else, they're sold out. I've seen them go as cheap as around 200 to 220, but the older sets go for like 400 or 500. That particular
220.
The latest set, I want to say
220
that was
alert.
300. It was under 300 for that box. Yes, it was. But I can't remember the exact price.
Hopefully he doesn't have a break after the pre-stream, because I might just fucking
It's
leave.
Thriller Bark, not Killer Bark.
I
Right?
might just
Yeah,
be
it's
like,
Thriller
you know
Bark.
what?
Did I say Killer Bark? It's Thriller
Eat it.
Bark. The Thriller Bark arc.
Come on, man. Just say you don't care. He's trying to pretend to care about One Piece. What's going to be the next thing? Trying to pretend about Yu-Gi-Oh?
They all had different abilities and stuff. Yeah.
Pretending
I
about
like
Berserk?
It's so hard to follow because there's so much of it. Last year, I tried to basically skim through a lot of it because I wanted to watch the One Piece live action show, and I did my best, but it was hard. Like I said, I got up to Egghead, and I had missed half of the stuff. I didn't even know what was going on. I skipped a ton of arcs. A lot of them felt like filler. Like, I actually really feel like you need to have like a guide of someone who's an expert and be like, here's the key plot lines you need to watch, right? And then they tell you, so you only watch those. Skip the others. How many cards in a pack? I think there's 12 cards in a One Piece pack. 12. So a little bit more than Pokemon, but less than Magic the Gathering.
Okay, man. He's already at $104. He can just open a pack right now. Why do we actually have to sit here and be like getting the FOMO treatment?
All play cards, or if there's like token cards.
Okay, just open one. Like, whatever, man. No, he needs to do it during the special stupid shit. But didn't he also said he might open it during the pre-stream?
So we'll see. I'm excited. I don't even know what cards are in there. Like, what characters will be featured in that set, the time of battle? Does it span the entirety of One Piece? Is it only one time period of One Piece? I don't know. Will I get a hit? Will I even know it's a hit? I don't know how the cards look in One Piece. Are they foiled?
Oh, this is gonna be the worst.
How do they look if they're special cards? I have no idea.
This is gonna be so awful.
This will be exciting.
This will somehow be worse than the Final Fantasy unpackings. And that was what I thought was like the worst it could be.
And the meme guy did another 100 kicks. This guy's doing a lot of kicks today. Well, thank you.
The mean guy, soulmate gone. Even though, yeah.
Let's go. Let's rally some support for one.
If you're like troll tipping DSP in 2026, you're actually like the lowest form of life. You might qualify for disability, dude. This is the dumbest shit. Because, you know, it's not like you're going to trigger him. That doesn't work anymore. You're not going to get him on a crazy rant. That's not going to work. And you're just doing the one single only thing that he's there for is to get your penny.
One Piece. Let's get some super chats. Let's get a membership. Let's get.
But hey, the name was really funny. Everybody laughed.
Sub. Let's get some kicks and let's get a tip right now. One of each for the end of the morning show. Let's get one of each and rally and hit 150, and then we'll have another pack.
Did we get a flex here? I think we did.
Some kicks and let's get a tip right now. One of each for the end of the morning show.
Looking at himself.
Let's get one of each and rally and hit 150, and then we'll have.
Oh yeah, he did.
Let's do it right now. Come on.
He did. Sneaky
Tiger
flex.
Grim says, it's nice that you watched live action. Even that doesn't give out the full detail of what the anime has to offer. I'm well aware because I watched the early seasons of the anime and then the live action after. And I like the live action a lot, but the anime has a ton more. It's like I said, you don't have the same impact, for example. So they meet up with, I already forgot her name, the character who's the Princess of Alabasta. I've totally forgotten her name already. So they meet up with her in the anime. They're with her for like 2 seasons, right? They go through several arcs with her as part of the crew before they eventually get back to Alabasta. Vivi, right? They eventually go back to Alabasta with her as part of the crew, and then it's a really meaningful thing. In the show, they meet her, and she's with them for like 3 episodes. And now they're going back to Alabasta already. It's like, wait, what? So how could that possibly have the same impact? It doesn't. You know what I mean? It doesn't at all.
Okay. And silence.
Did I know I have the same emote twice? Yes, it's because one of those emotes is available for those who are in my chat, and one of those emotes is available for someone who's a sub of mine, so you can use it outside of my chat. So, for example, if you want to go to the casino...
well, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to have the same emote paywall than free?
Them to eat shit out of your ass.
What?
You can do it if you're sub. But only
That's so dumb. Do people actually do that? I've never seen anybody do that.
There you go.
Or maybe it's like an insanely cool
So
emote.
did you bring back?
Oh, yeah. I think it might just be the him jerking off face emote. It's this one. Or may not be this one. I don't even
The
know.
Luffy hat? Oh, that stuff's buried. All that stuff, I buried it in the bottom of my closet. I've only taken it out once a year. I can't even easily get to it.
Yes, you
a whole
can.
bunch of shit on top
Yeah,
of it.
you can, man. Come on. You're a grown-ass fucking man. You can go there and move 2 boxes and take a thing that's in a 3rd box underneath the 2 boxes. You can literally do that. Like, who the fuck do you think you're lying to, man? I know, like, the standard of intelligence in his community is not, like, you know, up there, but still.
The game collection is sitting on top of it, so it is not easily available, sadly. What do I think of the red face emote? I think it's funny that red face became known for the red face emote. Is it even called red face? When you hover over it, doesn't say what it is. Is it red face? I don't know if that's a red face emote or not, but it's funny that he was called that based on the emote. Do I have a favorite character from the live action One Piece? Well, again, I feel like certain characters just aren't fleshed out enough, and that's kind of the problem. Like, I feel like Zoro has gotten a ton of time, right? Now, this last season, of course, I need to think of the whole cast because I haven't even thought of the show in so long. I'm trying to remember all the characters' names. Hold on.
Hey, dude, we got the DSP67 emote in the kick chat. That's crazy.
Give me a second here.
That's an all-time favorite of mine. What are you doing, man? You're looking up fucking TV show lore. Get the fuck out of here.
They gave a ton of time, obviously, to Luffy. They gave a ton of time to Zoro. And this last season was the Nami season because you got, well, the end of the first season was the Fishman arc with Nami. I don't think, like, the Sanji stuff, I don't know, it just felt like he was turboed through. Even though, yeah, it's a couple episodes, I just don't feel like he's fleshed out as much. And in the real show, he is. And in this, he's more rushed over. And Vivi, I mean, again, we're kind of like speeding through the Vivi arcs too. Because on the show, the original show, the anime, she becomes like a trusted member of the crew and they all like her over time because she helps them out so much over the course of these seasons that she's with them. Right? Here, it's like, oh, she's with them for like 2 episodes. And now all of a sudden, oh, now we trust her so much, we're going to go back to her homeland to try to help her or whatever. And it just, I don't know. I definitely feel like there's pros and cons. Because if they don't rush stuff, the show will never get made. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just way too long of a series and a plot line to not rush through it. But it doesn't seem to have the same impact. Like, Vivi barely fought at all in the live-action show, right? At all. Remember, in the anime, she fought with the yo-yos. And it showed that she has this yo-yo tech and stuff, and that's how she could be known as one of the assassins. In the live action show, she used it like once. And there's like, what? Like, she wasn't even effective with them. So, like, she's not believable as an assassin because you barely see her fight.
Okay, man. Are you done? Oh, there's gonna be One Piece talk day and night. No. the future of DSP content is getting darker and darker. Is darker than a path trace playthrough of
liquor store saying,
Dark Souls 2.
and contact Congress, keep THC-infused beverages legal because they're going to become illegal on November 12th. So you have to campaign with your government to keep weed-infused drinks legal. I never had one. Maybe I should try one before they become illegal. We should rush them.
No, don't.
THC drinks. I need to know
Actually, don't. No, you should get DMT drinks. The DMT cut water.
Any thoughts on the Elden Ring movie? No. I'm not even going to... Until we see anything about it, I don't want to talk about it. It could be horrible. Who knows? What's the highest value hit in that One Piece set? I think it's $1,000. I can check.
Oh, here we go again. Value time.
It says the time of battle, right? The time of battle. I spelled it wrong.
And we're live.
Here it is. The time of battle. It's 119 cards in the set. Oh, that's right. My app. This is so stupid. The app does it in a really dumb way where it shows the least valuable card first, but then if you click on it, it shows the real value. So it shows, let's see. Yeah, see, it shows, oh, Mr. 3, $7. When you click on it, it says, no, the real Mr. 3 value is $41. So honestly, I don't know because the app is flawed in this regard. And it won't actually show me the highest value of a particular card because all the variants are included in the same scan. Like here's a Luffy, $1. Then you click on it. Oh, there's a variant that's $45.
Yeah, man, give it up on the value. Come on, it can't be both.
Sakazuki?
It can't be both very expensive card and an appealing pack for you to open for the dance. Come on.
Card is worth $1,223. Sakazuki.
Sakazuki.
That's pretty insane value. I don't think I've even had, outside of Ascended Heroes, I haven't opened a Pokemon set that's had a card that's been that valuable. Yeah. So there's a chance I could have a $1,200 card in that box right now. There's a chance. It's probably not a good chance, but there is a chance. Yeah, it's just impossible to really tell. I'm trying to find valuable cards, but when I click on them, the values are completely randomized.
So now you know what kind of cards you're gonna get. I thought it was gonna be a surprise, man.
Yeah, I'll have to find a much better app for One Piece.
You can ask Grok to make you one.
Because the
Probably could.
app doesn't seem to work very well for it. Okay. Akainu Sakazuki, the Fleet Admiral of the Marines, says Sylvania. So that's a $1,200 card if you get the rare one. Because there's more than one.
Okay. Anything? Hello? No, waiting for the message to come through. Chat is slow today.
I don't know. I don't know what the weed-infused drinks would taste like. But apparently they have them, and they're about to make them illegal here unless the laws change.
Okay. Yeah, that is true. He's got the computer right there. He could just look it up. But he doesn't want to because he has the specific app that's supposed to do that.
Okay. What happened to the music? It went away for a second. It came back. That was weird. Okay. All right, folks. I think it's time to end the morning show and get started with Dark Souls 2. Hope that you guys will stick around and hang out as I play. Please support the stream. Let's get to 150. Let's open more than 2 packs of One Piece. Let's do 3 or more for our celebration.
Yeah, let's do a fucking million, dude.
Let's go and let's rally.
It's getting a little bit too
open,
excited
right?
here.
Let's do
Getting
it. What's up,
pushy.
PA Shooter? How you doing? No, I don't think they have. They have drinks infused with the drug that's speed. I don't think they have that, Battle Duck. Okay. Okay. All right. Good morning, show. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. Let's get set up for Dark Souls 2, and tomorrow we'll summarize how today went with One Piece and Final Fantasy and more. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Okay. Let's go.
Okay. What
Let's
did
get
you
set
hype
up,
us for?
everybody.
Okay, let's go. Clap and then silence. Come on, man. You can't keep getting away with it.
Here we are. Emoticon picker. What the hell is that? Look at this. What is this? Emoticon picker. I never even seen that before. It's glowing. I don't know why. Weird. Okay. Let's see here. Give me 1 second.
Okay. 1 second. I can't even skip this. Yeah, I can't even skip this. This is a nightmare. He's going to sit here. If he goes on break, I'm gone.
Captain DCW, how you doing? Thanks for renewing your super membership. Appreciate that. Okay.
Okay. Came back for a shout out and is now gone. Okay. I'm on the fence. I might just bounce right now. If he starts the game offline, I'm fucking gone.
The hackers are going to keep joining the game, which is so lame. I want to have invasions. I don't want hacking, and the hackers won't stop joining my game.
What if I can promise they're not going to
Unless you guys have
hack?
a suggestion, I don't know how I'm supposed to fix it besides going offline, which sucks. You know? So what do I do?
What do I do?
Suggestions, guys, or do I go offline, or else we can't play because
You go offline. I go offline. That's not even like a threat. I'm counting on it. I'm counting on it. Say you're gonna play offline. Say it's offline, you guys. Come on.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm being told staying offline is the way to stop.
I'm being told. Okay.
Oh, that sucks. It really does. What sucks? Having to go offline. Because, number one, the invasions are supposed to be part of the gameplay of the game. It's lame that I can't do real invasions now because the hacker keeps cheating and messing with my game. That's number one. Number two, the messages on the ground are part of the game. You're supposed to be able to see the universe's messages. You know? And now I don't get any of that. It's bullshit.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm cooked here. Because now that I think about it, what am I going to watch? I'm going to watch him fumble around. Maybe he's going to die a couple times. It's going to be kind of funny, but that's like 3 hours. And then we're going to have the worst unpacking of cards of all fucking time that I am not going to watch. I'm not watching this for the life of me. So I think I'm done here, and I get to go to bed at a reasonable time and fuck around until like 2 in the morning and not sleeping. So thanks everybody for watching. I probably will be back tomorrow for the pre-stream time. And if I don't, then I won't. And you won't be watching me. And if I am, then hopefully you're going to watch me. Can I forward somebody? This is so bothersome. Hold on. Who should I send you to? Okay, I'm going to throw you over to Dark Dave. Dark Dave will save you. He's going to be there the whole time. And you're going to enjoy the great sound clips. And on Twitch. What's going on Twitch? Okay, this is done. Probably Shroom is going to be live. I can throw you over to Shroom and you can be gone. But at this point, you're probably already gone because I took too much time to do any of this shit. So let's raid the channel. And go. Oh, Raw Phil is here. Let's raid Raw Phil. We're raiding Raw Phil immediately. And that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Big ups. See you next time. The Cambion interview. I'm going to watch this someday. I will watch this someday. So, yeah. See you guys. Big ups.